So do me a favor and close your eyes for a second. Imagine you're out on vacation. You can hear the sounds of the Pacific Ocean crashing down. You hear the rustling of branches or the screeching of monkeys, and you open your eyes only to see out your villa window 3 different types of monkeys and sloths and all types of jungle animals, and you're thinking, wow, am I dreaming? Well, no, you're not. You're actually at the beautiful Tulemar Resort in the beautiful Manuel Antonio National Park in Costa Rica. So in this week's video, we're gonna go over a full review of the Tulemar Resort and why we think you should go here. Cue the intro.
What's up YouTube? Trevi from the Adventure Buddies, the modern travel family, bringing you another video filled with tips, tricks, and inspiration to make sure you maximize your next family adventure, like we always do here at the Adventure Buddies.
So before we get into the specifics of the Tulemar Resort, let's talk about the actual location. So as we mentioned before, it's near the Manuel Antonio National Park. And so you're gonna fly into San Jose, Costa Rica, the capital, and then you're gonna take a 2-hour shuttle to Manuel Antonio. So this resort sits right outside the Manuel Antonio National Park, which means that the jungle from the park spills over into the resort, creating that fully immersive jungle feel that we're going to talk about, plus all the great amenities that the Tulemar Resort has to offer. So let's get into a little bit more details next up. So first and foremost, let's talk about the rooms that are offered at the Tulemar Resort, because this is one of the most unique aspects here. So there is no bad rooms at the resort. And so these resorts have villas, and so they're individual villas or huts, and they vary from a variety of sizes, shapes, amenities, etc. So whether you're on a romantic getaway, a honeymoon, etc., or going out with just your family or a big family reunion like ourselves, they have a room particularly for you. And so no room has a bad view. All rooms are immersed right in the jungle, and you're gonna be surrounded by all types of animals. And so I won't go into details on what those animals are. I'll save that to the very end to keep you on the hook. So next, let's get into some of the resort amenities at the Tulemar Resort. So our very first one is the private beach. So down at the bottom of the resort, you have private access and a private beach to the Pacific Ocean. So here you have lounge chairs, you've got boogie boards or kayaks you can use. You also have full bar and lunch menu to get there at the beach. And so not only is the water super warm, the waves are great, the tide pools are really cool, it's first in that aquatic life, but having your own secluded beach is one, amazing, but two, being surrounded in that beach by all jungle and jungle animals is just an incredible experience. So we highly recommend checking out the private beach. On top of that, continuing on with the swimming theme, they do have several pools located throughout the resort. So they've got a family pool, they've got an adult pool, they've got spas, etc. And so if you're looking for those pools, great. But one of the unique aspects about each and every pool, they have the overlooking view that overlooks the entire ocean, but also the treetops. But if you pay attention to those treetops, you never know what type of animals you might see crawling around. So on top of the beach and the swimming pools, they also have a variety of hiking trails you can go on. You can sign up to go on a tour with a naturalist that's going to be able to point out all the animals that we'll get to in a second here, so you can know where they are, where to spot them, and a little bit more about them. But they also have 2 different restaurants. So first, they've got an Italian restaurant that you can go to that's excellent, but our favorite is the Tula Cafe. Tula Cafe has breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and it is their main spot for all the animals that we're able to solve. Plus, they have a pool right next door, so you can dip in the pool, grab some lunch, dip in the pool, etc. Everything right there is at the Tula Cafe. So next, let's talk about guest services. So with every reservation comes your own personal concierge. And so the unique thing about this is that concierge reaches out to you several weeks before your actual trip. The purpose is they want to make sure they help plan out the perfect vacation for you. So if you're looking to do some adventures, they're going to plan every single detail for you, from recommendations to transportations and the actual adventure in itself. Or if you need particular groceries picked up like we did, so we could have good family meals inside of our kitchen in our villa, or anything in between. And so that concierge is with you 24/7 and there for your help to make sure you have a flawless vacation. So we were extremely thrilled with every type of service we got there, from the restaurant staff, from the beach staff, to our concierge. And so much so that we had a concierge, Brian, 5 years ago that we still stay in touch with each and every time we go. It is one of the main reasons we come back to Tulemar Resort each and every year. So finally, let's talk about the animals that you get to see on site. So you heard me right. As we mentioned earlier in the video, this resort is right next to the Manuel Antonio National Park. So that jungle spills over into Tulemar, and so that means the jungle animals come with it. And so when I say you can see everything inside your resort that you can at the national park, I mean it. And so we're talking about 3 different types of monkeys, the howler monkeys, the white-faced monkeys, the squirrel monkeys. We're talking about 2 types of sloths, the 2-toed sloths, the 3-toed sloths, and plenty of tropical birds such as the macaws or our favorite, the toucan. So everything you can see from your villa, from the pool, from the beach, etc., you are just fully immersed in all things jungle here at the Tulemar Resort. Now you're probably wondering, well, how much is this all gonna cost me? Great question. So that depends on a few different factors. So prices vary based on the particular villa that you're looking for and the villa plus the amenities that you want inside that villa. So if you're looking for that romantic getaway, it's obviously gonna be different than having the larger multiple story jacuzzi aspect for that family vacation. So keep that in mind. But it also primarily depends on the time of year in which you wanna go. So there are 2 main seasons in Costa Rica, and that is important. One's gonna cost more, one's gonna cost less. And so if you wanna know more about those 2 seasons, click the link above here for our video on 7 things you need to know about Costa Rica before going. So we highly recommend you checking out Tulemar. This is an incredible resort. So on the busy season, you're looking to pay about $300 to well over $1,000 per night per villa. So yes, it may be a little bit on the pricey side, but we highly recommend you checking out this resort. So there you guys have it, our full resort review on Tulemar in Manuel Antonio, Costa Rica. This is by far our favorite place in the entire world, and we've been here well over 5 times. This is actually one of the first places that Trevi and I went when we first met. And so I made it my choice to make sure this was a location that I proposed to Trevi with the help of Jake and Gianna 2 years ago. And so this place means a ton to us as a family, and we highly encourage you taking yours to Tulemar Resort. And so I'm Matt from the Adventure Buddies. And if you like this video, please consider giving us that big thumbs up. Comment down below which animal was your favorite, and while you're at it, hit that red subscribe button for more travel tips and adventures. And most importantly, remember, life's an adventure. Who you going on?